Hello and welcome to Design Basics. In this video, we're going to discuss the sweep feature. So the way this works is you're going to need two sketches to be consumed compared to the one that's traditionally used in an extrude or revolve feature. The first one's going to be your profile, just like an extrusion, but then the next is what's going to be called the pathway. So the way that works is if I were to make some sketches here, some lines, so if I were to make this, let's say 4 by 4, I'm just gonna make it all 4 inches just for fun of it. And then last one we're gonna actually make in line with the piece. And the last thing I have to do real quick is give this an angle. So let's make this 60 degrees. So now that this sketch is blue or fully constrained, what we can do is go finish sketch and then go to the sweep feature. So it's already found the profile, as there is no other profiles to be used in this instance. And now what we can do is choose the pathway. So the way the pathway works is it will follow the lines you make, and you can go OK. So that is the piece. Looks quite interesting to begin with. But let's say I decide I don't like this, and let's say I decide to edit the feature and I want this end to be bigger than this end. So if I change the taper, so let's say 5 degrees, you can actually see that it starts off small and significantly bigger on the other end as it is slowly increasing 5 degrees throughout the whole component. The other component we can use, so if we change this back to 0, is the twist. So what the twist does is it will start rotating around the pathway so that you'll have the end result will be on the other end. So I may not like this right now, so we're gonna actually do one other thing first. So we're going to edit feature, we're gonna make this 0 degrees, and that's probably just because we have too many sharp edges. It's not gonna like doing that. So if you don't like that and you need to put some fillets in there, the easiest way would be to go to your design tree, go to sweep, and then go to finding your sketch, which in this instance is sketch 2, and go edit sketch. So now we're gonna do the fillet feature, and we're gonna make this 1 inch. We're going to do 1 inch fillet here, 1 inch fillet here, 1 inch fillet here. And for the last one, let's make it 2 inches. So now that it's done, what we can do is go finish sketch, and you see that it automatically updates the pathway. It'll recalculate it because the path has changed, but it makes it look a lot softer and nicer. So if we go back to the edit feature of the sweep, now use the twist. Let's say I wanted 180 degrees. What it's going to do is you'll see that it essentially takes this point and it rotates it around the pathway and it makes it more twisted. So for instance, if I go edit feature and make it, let's say 360 degrees, it's going to give you a more interesting and dynamic look. And this is just a great way to add some more flair or intricacies to your designs, especially for 3D printing, that maybe you be harder to do if you tried to model it in a different way. So those are some of the main features that I would use when it comes to the sweep feature. There's also ways to use the sweep that would be cutting through a piece. So if we actually go back here and make this 0 again, and let's say I decide I want to put a cut through here. What I can do is I'm going to actually use the same sketch. So I'm going to actually right click and go share sketch, and I'm going to actually make a circle on this just for this example. Make a circle that's about 1/2 inch in size, and now I'm going to do another sweep feature that's going to use this hole and the same pathway, but now I'm going to choose the cutaway feature. And what it's going to do is it's going to cut something through there. Now, of course, since it's the same path, it'll do it quite easily, but you could also do this in a different path and maybe cut something through it a little differently in your design. But I just wanted to show it as an example of how that could work. So those are some of the ways that you can use the sweep feature in a relatively easy way. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave them in the comments. Otherwise, this is Tyler with 3D Printer Store, and hope you have a great day. Bye.